Let's dive into an interesting topic that's been buzzing around in the fitness world lately. It's about workout volume and whether it's actually helping or hurting your progress. Now don't worry, I'm not here to confuse you with endless theories or debates. Instead, I want to break this down so it's clear, easy to follow, and tailored to where you are in your fitness journey. Here's the big question. Is the number of sets you're doing in your workouts helping you grow, or could it actually be holding you back? Lately, there's been a lot of talk about adding more volume, doing more sets to maximize gains. The idea is that more sets equal more growth. Sounds simple enough, right? But if you're not careful, more volume could actually lead to worse results. Let's unravel why that happens and what you should focus on to get the best outcomes. Here's where things get tricky. Research says, well, just about everything, and that's part of the problem. Back in the day, when I was diving into fitness studies, the consensus was clear. 5 really tough sets per muscle group per workout were enough to spark growth. Not per week, but per workout. For example, if you were training your chest, 5 hard, 2 failure sets were considered the sweet spot. Fast forward a couple of decades, and research has evolved, or spiraled, depending on how you look at it. Studies started suggesting that 20 sets could deliver more growth than 10. Then came the wave of new findings. 30 sets might be even better. Before long, the message seemed to be, the more sets, the better. Unlimited sets equal unlimited gains, right? But here's the kicker. This high-volume approach has its flaws. Imagine cranking out 20 to 25 sets in a single session for something like chest or biceps. It might sound impressive on paper, but the reality is a bit different. When you're doing that much volume, the quality of your sets takes a nosedive. Let's be real. If you're attempting 20 sets of squats, are any of them truly all out? Probably not. You have to pace yourself, holding back intensity just to make it through the session. And when you're holding back, what happens to the effectiveness of your workout? That's where things start to unravel. Let's dig deeper. Here's the truth about today's mindset. Too many people are satisfied with just doing enough to get by. Whether it's school, work, or even the gym, most folks are okay with hitting average. They're not aiming for excellence, they're aiming to pass. It's like getting a 70 or 80 in school, a solid C or B. Sure, it's good enough, but it's not A+ effort. And this same attitude shows up in the gym. People want results, but they're not willing to push themselves to the point of discomfort. They stop when it gets hard, not when they've truly hit their limit. This mindset reflects a broader societal trend where participation is rewarded over performance. It's like giving everyone a trophy just for showing up, regardless of how much effort they put in. This approach can create the illusion of progress without requiring real work. In the gym, this translates to people piling on volume to avoid the discomfort of high intensity. Instead of giving everything in a few focused sets, they spread their energy across many lower effort sets, thinking it will lead to better results. While you're at it, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a new video. Here's a reality check for anyone who thinks they're training hard. If I offered you $1,000 for every extra rep on what you claim is your hardest set, how many more could you actually do? Be honest. Most people would say, oh, maybe 2 or 3 more. And that right there tells me it wasn't truly all out. If it was, there wouldn't be anything left in the tank. Some experts argue that a set of 5 might feel like your max effort, but imagine if the stakes were higher. Something like $100,000 per extra rep. Suddenly that max becomes 10, maybe even 15 reps. This example highlights how most people don't realize they're capable of much more. It's not about discrediting anyone's effort. It's about understanding that true intensity is rare. Let's flip this to something relatable. Imagine an Olympic sprinter in a 200-meter race. They don't stop when their legs burn halfway down the track. They push through until the finish line, every muscle fiber firing at full capacity. That's the kind of intensity we're talking about here. They're not leaving anything on the table, and neither should you. And this is what I often ask people. If someone offered you money for every extra rep or second of effort, how much more could you give? If the answer isn't none, then it's time to reassess. Training hard means going beyond discomfort, beyond what feels hard, and into the zone where real growth happens. Stop selling yourself short. It's time to discover your true potential. Let's break down how to make that happen. When it comes to training, every hard set should feel like you're being paid to give it your absolute all. That's the mindset. But here's where most people go wrong. They rest too little between sets. Why? Because they're trying to cram too many sets into too little time. If you're aiming to finish 30 sets in an hour, of course, you're cutting rest periods to 30 seconds or a minute. But here's the thing. What kind of weight can you really lift with such short rest? Not much. Let's take an example. Imagine doing heavy squats for a hard set and only resting for a minute before the next. Your legs won't have fully recovered, and the weight you can handle will drop significantly. Instead of maximizing effort on fewer sets, this approach leads to a lot of underpowered, mediocre sets. If you're still able to hit 10 reps on the 5th set of your routine, then what were those first 4 sets? They weren't truly challenging. They were just warm-ups in disguise. Instead of spreading your energy thin, focus it into one all-out set. Warm up properly, and then commit to one set where you give everything you've got. That's how you push your limits and make real progress. And let's be honest, sometimes the loudest critics are the ones who've done the least. If you're new to this, don't let ego get in the way of learning. Watch, absorb, and apply what you learn. The goal here is to take this information and use it to achieve your own fitness goals. Whether it's building strength, improving your physique, or just feeling better overall, the knowledge you gain should serve you. If you want to dive deeper, explore different approaches from credible sources to expand your understanding. Take the best of what you learn and make it your own. That's it for today, but stick around. More videos are popping up right now, and they're packed with tips to help you crush your goals. See you in the next one.